Hi, my name's Barrie Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around our Fiat 500, then I'll take you for riding it, but first I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's a 1.2 lounge, Euro 6, 3-door, 1242cc engine, 2017 on a 17 plate, has done 46,467 miles. Fuel consumption, urban 51.4 miles per gallon, extra urban 65.7 miles per gallon, and combined is 60.1 miles per gallon. Has a top speed of 99 miles per hour out of a 4-cylinder, 69 brake horsepower, 8-valve engine. Okay, so you won't lose this in a car park, will you? It's quite a bright colour. I quite like it. It's got the full pan roof, the chrome window surround, chrome door handles, multi-spoke alloy wheels. It's got the cute headlights that look like they've got eyelashes on, the chrome tiny grille, Fiat badge, and then this bejewelled grille underneath, body coloured mirror backs, kind of a integrated rear tailgate spoiler, rear wash wipe, again the chrome boot handle stroke 500 badge underneath there. There's an electric release. Let's just see if that releases. Yeah, electric boot release too. A reasonable sized boot, to be fair. I've got my big camera bag in it, and there's room for perhaps another one in there as well. This tiny hard rear load cover, the rear seats split 50-50 individually of each other. Little strap here to pull the tailgate down. Rear parking sensors, the chrome strip in the back there, and it's only a little thing, but I like the design here. So the rear light here has got a panel in the centre which is body colour. I like it. I've had to put the seat forward. So let's just, oh gosh. Right, well it's kind of like some medieval torture chamber in here. The headrest sticking right in my back and my head's touching the roof. So let's just get that up there, sit back a little bit, better. It's not really for adults in the back. If you've got 2 kids, a couple of dogs, absolutely fine. Or adults for a short distance, it's quite adequate. I'm not sure if I pull the seat back like so, that could come back another couple of inches, and I probably wouldn't end up crippled. But it's got Isofix rear child seat anchor points in the back here, and the car's lovely. And you know, running around town, second vehicle, older person's car, younger person's car, ideally suited. It's a great car, nice, like a fashion accessory too. The interior is lovely, and as I say, you won't lose that in a car park, and people will certainly see you coming. There we go. Okay, I'll just take you for a ride in it. Those are the keys you get with it. There's one remote and one just normal, kind of a spare key. So proper key blade in the ignition, foot on the clutch, make sure it's in neutral, and that's it. Starts up straight away. Now, I love these cars. I really do think they're fantastic. There's a lot of stuff going on these days about electric cars and economy and so on, and cheap to charge. This does 60 miles to the gallon. I go to Sorrento every year, and I think there's more Fiat 500s driving around in Sorrento, the original ones, 50 and 60 years old, and they'll still be going in 50 and 60 years time, when EVs will be like dismantled and you know, and the batteries exploded. For instance, these are my microphones. Now that's a little over 12 months old, and you'll see the battery's expanded. It's a lithium battery. Battery's expanded so much that it's pushing the face off. Same happens with iPhones, the same happens with Apple Watches. And then they try and tell you that it won't happen with cars. That's mainly because the batteries are compressed or boxed in, clamped, whatever you want to call it, so that the batteries don't deform. But the actual pressure that these batteries, when they expand, come up to. This one, it was charging in my office, and I heard it go from the front room. I heard it pop the front off, and obviously your EV battery is about 5,000 times bigger than that. So I think when your EV battery pops, it'll go off with, you'll be lucky if your house is still standing. Anyway, so there you go. As far as economy goes, it's not just how cheap it is to charge, it's the overall running cost of a vehicle. And these don't, you know, I mean, I think you'd struggle really to beat one of these. Anyway, let's just see. I'll just show you how to. First of all, we'll go onto the radio, turn that down. I'll just show you how to delete a mobile from the Bluetooth audio system in this Fiat 500. So if we go onto phone, you'll see there no phone connected. You've got settings there, onto settings, and it shows you the phones that you can connect and a little cog at the end. Click on the little cog, it brings up a different menu, connect phone or delete phone. I want to delete phone. Do you want to delete John's phone from the phone and audio device list? Yes, that's what I want to do. So that's it deleted. I'll just show you how to pair a mobile now. So we go onto settings, we're looking for Bluetooth, onto Bluetooth, watching out at the bottom. So I'll just go back to radio. So from any screen, onto phone, you'll see there no phone connected. Do you want to pair a phone? Now I'm just going to click no for the moment, because the chances are you will have another phone. So we want to do it the long way. You've got another phone connected, you want to connect another one. So go to settings, let's see, go down here, oops, phone Bluetooth, onto phone Bluetooth, paired phones and audio devices. We'll click on that, add device. So add device, it's showing there pin 7376, that'll be it, Uconnect. So click on there, it's actually generated the pin code, so you don't need to put anything in, just click on that, click here, yes, pairing in process, allow contacts and favorites to sync, allow Bluetooth pairing successful, make this your favorite. Well, don't need to, but I will. And then we look for Uconnect on here. Where is it? Is it at the top? Oh, there it is, Uconnect. So that's connected. That's how you do it. Do you want to download your phone book and recent calls? Well, I don't. But you'll see there, Barry's iPhone 13 Pro connected. Okay, you want to stream audio. So go to your music. We'll click on that record there playing. You'll see Uconnect is at the bottom. Uconnect, there's a tick next to it. That means any audio that plays on your mobile, if you've got this set up correctly, the audio will play through the speakers. Now then, what you have to do now, I'll turn this up. That's on the radio, so we go to media, and it's come up straight away. Achilles heel, top loader, that's playing. If it doesn't come up straight away, you see there select source. It may not show, it could have been on auxiliary or USB or something like that. So if it was on auxiliary, you click select source, click Bluetooth, like so. We'll turn that up. And that's it. Brilliant system. Right, let's get going. Now, I find it quite difficult to get comfortable in a Fiat 500. The reason is that I have to put the seat so far down and I sit far back, and the rake of the seat is quite high, so it's underneath my legs here, underneath my knees. But you probably, if you want one of these, be smaller than me and it'll be comfortable. But I really, as a car, as a concept, I really love these. They are brilliant. As I say, whole life cost. If you look at those 60-year-old Fiat 500s driving around in Sorrento and Italy all over the place, you see hundreds of them. They must have cost less than pennies a mile to run. Less. And they're just such a good design. I mean, I've got, you know, if I'm just driving around, I use a Panoramic, big enough to get to work, very, very economical. This one's got obviously a heck of a lot better spec than my Panoramic. We've got electric windows, got electric door mirrors. There you go, you operate the electric door mirrors like so. It's got a pan roof. We can put that across if it's too sunny, like chance would be a fine thing in the UK, of course. We've also got down here where you can't see, I'll try and remember, let's see, if I click that up, that's speed limiter. If I knock it down, that's cruise control. Let's see, how do I switch it on? Cruise control, all right, so I turn that forward, that switches the cruise control on. Now is that plus? Yeah, so if I turn it away from me, it's plus. Now if I turn it back, it'll be minus. Yeah, that's knocking it backwards. So you've got speed limiter and cruise control in this. A lot of them you only get speed limiter. It's a 5-speed box. You've got height and reach adjustable, and it's a multi-function steering wheel. You've got your telephone controls on the right here. We just click there. That's in the centre of the, you've got your speedo on the outside, circular speedo. Just inside the circular speedo, you've got the rev counter. And then in the circle in the centre, you've got your information display. On the left-hand side, it's showing me what the temperature is outside. It's showing me when to change gear. It's showing you my range. It's showing you the display that cruise control is on, but it's been cancelled. How many miles we've done. And then on the right-hand side, a fuel gauge. And temperature gauge on the left-hand side, sorry. The dash, the display, we've got here city power steering. Just see if that shows. Showing city in the centre there, so the steering is nice and light. Knock that off because it's, to be honest, it's light enough. You've got air con, so that's air con on and off. Your fan, all proper switches, hot and cold, where you want the air coming in, whether you want it coming in from outside or whether you want to recirculate, where you want the air going, and your heated rear screen. I think is that stop start? Yeah, that's stop start, so we'll knock stop start off. Just a very, very well equipped vehicle. There's your electric windows. USB and auxiliary in, 2 cup holders, although they look like tiny cup holders. They look like a sort of can of Red Bull size. Perhaps that's what they expect you to drink if you drive one of these. And just a retro styling, which I really love. I like the cream. I like the old Golf GTI seats. Fiat 500, and then the metal panel in the centre, the orange panel, to match the body colour. I don't think it's a car that you'll be going up the motorway in very often, but I think even so, we'll nip up the motorway today. Sounds great, the sound system's pretty good. You've got it there, if I click that, your trip computer, so that's giving you trip A, trip B, your range, and your current miles per gallon. If I click in the end here, the button in the end, that changes the display in the centre of the speedo, so that's telling me distance A, average consumption, average miles per gallon, instantaneous consumption, average speed, and you know, all the information that you could possibly need. I click on audio there. There you can change where the sound's coming from. If you're anything like me, you'll set it up for the driver and forget about everybody else in the car. So nippy, easy to park. Let's just see and get them back. There you go. We'll do that. There's your phone ready. Caravan hasn't sold. I'm not an expert on caravans, but it don't look like 950 quid's worth to me. We'll see what it's like at 70. I mean, if you work it through the gears as well, it's quite a nippy thing. That's 60 miles an hour. Let's go for 70, so that's 70. Turn the cruise on there. Pretty quiet. Certainly wouldn't complain at that myself. It's a nice light and airy. It's only a little car, but with the pan roof, makes it seem a heck of a lot bigger. You know, I mean, I've actually, some cars, I have to put the seat all the way back and, you know, you're up against the stops. But this, I think it's probably because it's higher up, so my legs are bent and down, that I don't need to be as far away from the steering wheel as I would normally sit. So, I think, actually, I'm just going to nip off here. Won't go so far today because I'm a bit late today. Got lots to do. You know, what a great car. We've had it in a couple of weeks, actually. I'm surprised it's not sold already, but never got round to videoing it because we've got quite a few more expensive cars. It doesn't matter how much the cars are that we sell, we always try, well, we treat the customers the same, certainly, and we try and market them the same by doing videos and photographs in the description, but it's kind of human nature. When you've got one at 7 grand and you've got one at 40 grand, you're going to do the 40 grand one to try and sell that quicker. So anyway, concerted effort this week. I've kind of changed, or had to change, the way I've been doing videos, because way behind and it takes too long. So I've tried to do it a different way today. The earlier bit, walking around the car, I don't know how that will do, so I'll apologise here if well, I'll do two. my new way of filming is really good. I'm so pleased I've done it. Or I'm awfully sorry about the first bit where I walk around. It's a complete dog's dinner. So pick one of those. Nice light clutch, good gearbox, just everything. Really, really sporty. In Sorrento every year there's a Fiat 500 procession. I'm just a bit too far back there, that's just a bit awkward. Yeah, there's a Fiat 500 procession, and there's some beautiful cars. And I always say about there's a chap with a Fiat 500 convertible, absolutely mint, must be worth a fortune. Only a few left in the world. And 50 years old. Yeah, well, you were really in the wrong lane, mate. So don't be shaking your head at me. So, great gearbox. And if you're a Blackpool supporter, Tangerine, then this will be good for you. And, I won't mention that my best mate scored a goal against Blackpool when he was sat on his backside in the penalty area and it bounced off his head. And they still hate him for it to this day. He played for Preston North End. But don't let that stop you from buying it. It's a great car. I mean, honestly, I can tell I'm smiling because I love driving these little cars. I'd like it even more if I was in Sorrento and not Preston, but you know, it's get it where you can. Just a joy to drive. Okay, well, I think I'll finish the test drive there. Just coming to the railway level crossing. Not the best place to cross either without looking where you're going. Yeah, as I expected. Whenever you come here, the level crossing is always down and there's always a huge wait. So that's it. Great spec, lovely little car. All the good things, proper handbrake, proper ignition switch, good colour, nice seats, nice and very, very comfortable as well. Again, the lady we took this off was quite diminutive and well, look, she was lovely. So it's belonged to a good owner and being well looked after. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, and I'll just wait for the train to come. See you later. Bye bye.